take 2 of So Far, So Good.
Don't tell them that we had a failed take.
Today we're going to be talking about Cubeworld and why you, the viewer, should be excited to play it. So, James, can you tell me why Cubeworld is Cubeworld? I asked that question wrong. Can you tell me what is Cubeworld?
Cubeworld is an indie game currently in development by a guy called Wale. It's going to include things like infinite world space, or close to infinite, similar to Minecraft. In fact, a lot of this game is similar to Minecraft, but there are some really big differences, which we'll go over later.
Quite a lot of it is like Terraria as well, isn't it? You could almost say that
Yeah,
Minecraft and Terraria had a baby.
Sort of. I'm not sure we should think of it like that. It's not copying.
Yeah, it's always a bad way to put a spin on that, like on a new indie game, saying, "Oh, it's like this game," because it either seems like it's trying to like be like it, or it's like unoriginal. But well, what aspects of Minecraft does it have?
Well, obviously the big open world, as I mentioned before. It has... Actually, yeah, what else is similar to Minecraft? I thought cubes.
Cubes, but I think with Minecraft it's blocks, whereas in Cubeworld it's voxel based, and a lot of the blocks aren't actually interactive with, which means it's a lot like it's not going to be as like system processor draining. I don't know how to word that. It's not going to be as computer draining as Minecraft was, because Minecraft is, let's be honest, like unless you have a pretty damn good computer, it's actually pretty hard to get it to run well.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is going to be more optimized just for any computer, like the average computer to be run on. So that'll be good. But
Minecraft is great. No one's disputing that. But there are some features of it which just are a bit lacking. For example, the combat, especially, you notice is quite lacking. Whereas in Cubeworld, it's really well thought out, actually.
it looks very fluid and interesting. Like, it's over the top, which is really what you want from a game. Like if you've ever seen like Terraria, like the combat in that is, well, it is definitely over the top. Like you're jumping around all over the screen and just hitting things with like swords which are like 3 times the size of you. Whereas this game is taking basically like the fast paced and fluid combat of Terraria and kind of like mixing it in with a more open world and the 3D environment like Minecraft.
Even with Terraria, though, I think that the combat was a bit limited because it's still just kind of swinging your sword, moving around.
That's true. You just hold down the left mouse button to attack, basically, didn't you?
With Cubeworld, you have the left, right, and 1, 2, 3, 4 keys
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
to utilize your attacks with.
So they all do different attacks, don't they? And
Similar
you can do combos.
Similar to Diablo sort of style.
Yeah, it would be similar, yeah.
So that'll be interesting for sure. But also similar to MMO sort of style as well.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever played an MMO.
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 Eminem. No, I played like World of Warcraft up until level 14. I didn't really...
Oh, did you? I didn't know that.
I didn't really get caught into it or anything. Caught. I was one of the lucky ones. But,
so the combat is definitely a feature that we're especially looking forward to. Different playable races.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that we haven't really seen in this genre of game yet.
No, it should be good. Like I'm not sure if the different races have different abilities. I just know that, well, the dwarf's small and the orc's big.
Yeah, what do we got? We got human, dwarf, orc,
Lizard man,
frogman,
skeleton. I know there are vampires, but I think there might just be enemies.
I think there's one more, but I can't quite remember what it is at this point.
Oh, well, that'll just be a surprise when the game comes out.
Or when you look on the wiki.
Or subscribe to find out.
Then we have dungeons. I don't know if you've noticed, but you know, when you first played Minecraft, no doubt you came across a dungeon and you thought, "Oh wow, a dungeon!" You know, filled with monsters of some sort, usually only one type. And then, you know, you beat the monsters, you light up the place, you destroy the spawner, then you open up the chest, and maybe the first time you think, "Oh, a load of bread, okay, whatever, bit of gunpowder." Whoa, wow, a saddle. Okay, that's kind of cool. And depending on how much you knew about it, you'd either think, I have to go find a horse, or I'm going to ride a pig. But then
It didn't really add anything to the game. There's nothing you could.
after that, you kind of come across another dungeon. Do you even bother? Let's be honest. For a bit of bread, some string, some gunpowder. Whereas with Cubeworld, I know that the dungeons are going to have loot that you can only get in dungeons, and that they're going to have, at the end of every dungeon, a rare boss for you to fight.
Oh,
There's going to be common bosses and rare bosses. Common bosses are kind of walking around the world, and they're going to be made up of different parts of monsters.
yeah. The procedurally generated monsters were just quite interesting. So different body parts, say I don't know, like the Saurians, for example, like the giant dinosaur races. I know that if one of them has got like a spiked shell, then they do like the spinning shell attack. Whereas if they have like a spiked tail, they'll like swing their tail at you. And this procedurally generated thing means that it keeps the enemies fresh themselves. Because if you think about it in like Minecraft and Terraria, like all the enemies are the same. They only ever attack you in one way, and you know exactly what they're gonna do basically. Whereas this, it gives variety to the different mobs and enemies in the game.
Before you go rushing in, you have to step back and assess the situation.
That's true. It's actual visual feedback. Like you have to look at something to see what the result is going to be if you like engage it.
Exactly. So at the end of a dungeon, there'll be a rare boss. I'm not sure if they'll be randomized or what, but I guess we'll see. And I suppose that the dungeons change with area, because it will have different biomes, similar to Minecraft.
Yeah, if you look at the screenshots on his, was it Flickr? Wally's Flickr? Well, he had links to something on his Twitter anyway. And it shows like the different entrances to the different temples, because they had like the pyramid one in the sand biome. And then you have like, I don't know, like rune ones in the mountain biomes and stuff like that. So it all looked very interesting, very aesthetically pleasing.
Indeed. So that'd be really good. What else we've got? We've got weapon customization.
Oh, I love custom stuff so
Possibly
much.
one of the coolest things we've seen in this game. And there are a lot of cool things to see. So
There's a hell of a lot. Like, you really need to check out some videos. In fact, we'll leave a link in the description to his YouTube page, and you should check it out, because the custom armor and weapon stuff just looks amazing. The ability to literally like change the smallest of the voxels on a weapon means you could like recreate weapons from other games for a start, and you could like basically make a weapon which said your name if you wanted to.
yeah, exactly.
Which should be a bit egotistic, but it might be a good weapon. Who knows? Could be a good combination.
Yeah. So the way you do that is you find cubes, either iron cubes, I think it is, or spirit cubes, and then using those cubes, you can literally just put them anywhere on your weapon that you want.
Using the voxel editor in game.
Exactly. And I think iron cubes just kind of increase your attack.
They add damage, yeah. They basically just make the weapon better, whereas the spirit cubes like kind of personalize it and give it the specific like elemental abilities, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, like ice, for example, slows down enemies, whereas wind spirits increases your speed, and
Fire increases its damage.
or maybe it does fire damage.
That would make sense.
No one knows.
No one knows. Don't go look it up.
What else is there in the game? Quests. We haven't talked about quests.
Questing, of course.
One thing which we're definitely lacking, well, from both Minecraft and Terraria, we keep coming back to these games, but
we're not hating on these games or anything. It's just they're the most similar thing to Cubeworld at this point.
at the moment, yeah.
So we're drawing comparisons, but we're not saying Terraria and Minecraft are bad games. We love both of those games, so
Used to. It's wonderful. Yeah, because questing is definitely something which is still missing from Minecraft. I can't believe the game's been released, for what? No, I can't do the maths. It's July now.
about 2 years, I think it is.
Oh, yeah, but I meant like since they, air quotes, released it, as the finished thing. And there's still no quests. Like, yeah, you're meant to kill Ender Dragon at the end, but how are you meant to find that out if you haven't gone online to check? I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But But with this game, at the moment, there's only been like footage of kind of generic quests, like go kill this amount of monsters, go find this item. But I know he's going to be like focusing on adding
lots of different quests. Yeah, I don't know what that will entail, but
is it going to be story based at all?
Don't know. I don't think he's ever mentioned a story. And perhaps it would be a bit limiting if he added one, but still, you never know.
I guess we'll see when the game comes out, really. Like, that's actually true. We should probably say when the game is going to come out.
Well, the answer is we don't actually know. Walle's taking a lot of time over this game, which is definitely a good thing because
it's a very, very good thing because it means the game's going to be good.
Yeah, he's not rushing it. He's testing it all himself, taking his time, etc. So, and he said that the game will be released when it's done. And to be honest, I'm happy with that. Because
it's good. It won't be half-baked like Minecraft.
Steve, stop hating on Minecraft, man.
I'm not. It's just that Minecraft was kind of a bit unprofessional in certain aspects, let's be honest.
Yes, well, anyway.
If I was to have a feature added into the game, it would definitely be the ability to dual-wield shields because... Well, ever since Oblivion, when I went around shield bashing everything to just Oblivion, I found it's such a ridiculous weapon combination, just smacking stuff in the face. Like, in some games, shields don't even do damage, so you're just there, like, not even doing anything, just shouldering through crowds of enemies, just being an absolute tank. I really want dual wield shields, because I think customizing them would be quite interesting, because obviously you've got the massive flat surface. Like, the ability to do pixel art will probably be most prominent in shields, I reckon. So I'm really looking forward to the shield customization as well.
Yeah.
So what are you excited? What do you want added, James?
I'm not quite sure. Just more of the same, I guess. Like more bosses. I'd say more mobs, but there are a lot of mobs at the moment. So to ask for more is a bit greedy, but there is a huge diversity of mobs. What else?
I think it's really up to him, really, because if Wally decides that there's enough mobs, then he'll start making them.
Yeah, of course. I don't know. I trust Wally to do the best that he will do. I'm not sure if that was a good sentence, but whatever.
Hooray for English.
You may be wondering about the cost. Wally has said that it's definitely not going to be free. We imagine it's going to be around the same price as Minecraft, maybe a bit more expensive, but that should be fine. To be honest, I'm happy to pay for this. I'd happily pay the price of a AAA game for this.
Definitely, and the money just helps fund any possible developments in the game, which is what we want to be seeing, is that playing the game and then a large update being added to keep it fresh, kind of thing.
Yeah. If this game just came out and then never came with another update, that would be disappointing. No doubt it would be a great game on its own, but updates just keep it fresh,
We haven't mentioned multiplayer yet. This game is definitely focused around multiplayer. Like, you can play it by yourself, but it would be a lot more interesting being in a party with your friends and having different races with all their own customized gear and that, with different fighting styles. It's going to be similar to set up a server as, well, like Minecraft and Terraria. And I suppose using Logme and Hamachi won't be out of the question when the game does come out. So if you wanted to play with your friends, there won't be dedicated servers. You'll have to set up the servers yourself, with practically all indie games, really.
I think that's fair enough, though. I mean, the cost for Wally to set up so many servers would be ridiculous.
It would, yeah. And being able to set up your own ones means you can customize stuff, like add mods or enable cheating or whatever. So it'll all make sense in the end.
I'm fairly sure Wally said that the server software will be available for download on the release date.
Well, that's what we want, really, because me and you want to be playing the game the day it's out.
Yeah.
To get all the viewers. Yeah. Gamepad support.
Yes.
The end.
There is that.
That was the end of that point.
There's also, you don't have to go warrior. There's also a mage option that you can go for, and you can go range as well.
Yeah, the bows look cool.
All of which look very fluid, just as the melee sort of option is. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say about that. Oh, no, there is. I saw a screenshot of some of the magic. We'll put it up in the video, no doubt. And it looked really, really nice, actually.
Like glowing stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
Magic.
He was attacking a boss that he had added, actually, called... I think it was a laser shooting golem.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the actual like range and diversity of monsters is crazy. Like the Yetis. No, wait, when we're talking about Cyclopses. Oh, there's so many enemies. I'm already confused.
The penguins.
Yeah, and really angry mammoths. Seriously, go check out all this footage and the screenshots of the game, because it really shows like the kind of things he's developing. In fact, that just reminds me of house building. There will be a house building system. It won't be like a focus of the game. And in fact, it works pretty much like a crafting system. Like you kind of build roofs in sections, and like you add like walls to your house rather than having to build it voxel by voxel. You're given pieces to construct your own kind of like puzzle house, really.
Another thing that we might need to mention is that there is no mining in this game per se. There's no mining in terms of the sort of mining that there was in Minecraft and Terraria. It's more mining for nodes, similar to, say, World of Warcraft. You find a node in a cave or something, and then you just click on it, mine out the materials, take them back, use them to customize your weapon or whatever.
There's no just basically like blindly digging into a mountain for hours on end to find something. You'll know where the ore will be. It'll be in dungeons and it will be in caves. It won't just be like hidden underground, which, although I suppose you could say is realistic, it could get a bit tedious after hours and hours of gameplay on Minecraft.
Steve hates Minecraft.
I don't hate Minecraft. There's no quest yet, man. I'm butthurt.
So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe for more videos like this and other gaming related videos.
And if you didn't enjoy it, subscribe.
And then unsubscribe.
No. And then subscribe again. And that should be pretty much neutral then. Just make sure you subscribe.
Wait, if they did or didn't enjoy it?
If both, everyone needs to subscribe. And tell your friends, post this video onto your Facebook. Surrender your Twitter account to us.
I wouldn't.
I know I wouldn't.
If you're a big enough sucker to do that, go ahead.
Sucker, that's Sukka. That's how you spell sucker.
Ah, okay.
James, we're tracking
this is going on for too long.
Again.
Ah!
High five.
Yeah.
Subscribe 5.
Yeah. Are we seriously ending it like that?
Yes.